Welcome to another Bring the Juice podcast film room breakdown. I'm your eye in the sky, Lawrence Owen. If you'd like to check out some of my stuff, you can go and check out my own channel on YouTube. Now, today, however, on Bring the Juice, we are going to be going over last year's 2019 Indianapolis Colts 4th round pick, safety, Khari Willis. Now, when I say safety, there is a difference between free safety and strong safety. Malik Hooker is a free safety. He's the guy who likes to roam in the backfield and try to prevent the deep passes. Whereas a strong safety, very much like the guy Khari Willis is replacing, Clayton Geathers, is more of a box safety, right? More of a sure tackler, a guy who's not afraid to get his nose right up into the thick of things and make tackles where it counts. On this play, we're about to see the tight end go in motion, and then Jennings is going to cut around here in the corner, catch the football, and try to run Willis over. Willis does something he doesn't expect. Let's watch. There's a tight end going in motion, sets up on the left side. There's the ball. There he goes over the middle, catches. Boom! Oh, my goodness. Now, let's back that up just a hair. All right. So the ball's thrown. Khari's seeing the ball being thrown right there. As soon as that ball's thrown, you see he's taken off. He has to wait. This is a cover 2. The whole idea is for the safeties to watch the quarterback and react. Try to make a play. Keep everything in front of them. That's what cover 2 is all about. Ball's thrown. He catches the football, turns. He sees this little safety right here, Khari Willis, in his way. All he's got to do is run right over him, man. It's a touchdown, right? Khari Willis does something. Oh, look how low. He bends completely over. He's kissing his own right knee right here. He's got his back leg. He's got all the power in his back leg looking to dive into the legs of that receiver. Why is he hitting him so low instead of high? It's just a receiver, right? That receiver has momentum. He has speed. He's coming in hard. If he goes up high, that receiver has a chance of actually outpowering him and just moving 1 extra yard into the end zone. Just 1 yard. Willis isn't allowing that. Nuh-uh. Not here, not now. He goes low. Bam. Right at the legs. Takes him down. No problem. Does not get into the end zone. Stops him at the 1 yard. Yes, it's a first down. But Willis shows absolute perfect tackling technique in a situation as that. Now, that's also the same technique that you want to go when you're facing against running backs or your tight ends, because they are bigger bodied guys. If you try to tackle them high, try to wrap them up. Willis does not have the beef on the upper body in order to wrap and tackle immediately. They would send him for a ride. What he needs to do is keep it low and keep it hard. Everybody remembers Bob Sanders, right? That's what Bob Sanders was really good at. Going low, diving at the legs, tripping them up, making sure they got no extra yak yards past him. And that right there is exactly what Khari Willis just did. On this play, I am going to show you the absolute no-quit attitude of Khari Willis. Now, what we have here is Willis way back here, back at the strong safety position, and Hooker at the free safety position. Now, this is what they're about to do. Because as you can tell, they're in a big formation. I mean, obviously, it looks like they're wanting to run Derrick Henry, right? And, I mean, he's even got a fullback in front of him. He's got a tight end out there. What are we going to do here? Watch how this defensive formation turns out. Watch what happens. You see Willis sneak up, and then Hooker moves back towards the center, deeper. This right here. This is what I want to see more of. Now, I know this is a Khari Willis thing, but this did not happen very much in the second half of the season for the Colts. Malik Hooker did not play that single high safety very much. Malik Hooker played more towards the line of scrimmage. In this situation with Khari Willis up near the line of scrimmage because run support, right? Now on this play, we're going to see Khari Willis actually get tripped up by his own player, and the play actually gets past him while he's still on all fours. But he doesn't give up, and he ends up making the play. It's a big run, but the fact that Khari Willis is the one that finished it off is an amazing feat. Let's watch. There we go. There's the ball. Handoff. Oh, did you see Willis just fall down? There he goes. Crashed in from behind like nobody's business. All right. That was impressive. Now, I understand. Wow, man, he got like 12 yards rushing out of that. Maybe a little bit more, right? But the fact that Khari Willis made the tackle, that says a lot. I mean, good Lord, that says so much. Let's watch this play again. All right, so here he comes. He's coming around the corner here. Right here. He's behind this guy. He gets tripped up because he falls. This guy gets pancaked. He trips over his own legs. He trips over his guy's own legs. There goes Henry past him. He's just now falling down. Had he not fell down, there was a chance he could have tackled him right here, and he would have got a minimum yardage on a run. But he falls down. He's getting up. And then he chases him down from behind. Henry's smart. Henry's using this block way out here to block off Malik Hooker. If Hooker tries to come around this way, he's just going to take the wide route. If Hooker tries to go over the top, he'll cut back this way. So he used this blocker really well. Good running backs all do that. All good running backs do that. They know how to use a blocker to set up more than one defender in that block. But as you see, Khari Willis he shouldn't even be in this play. He was on all fours not 2 seconds prior. Not 2 seconds prior, he was on all fours way back here, and now he's up chasing down Henry. Goes down, bam. Did you notice? I can't express this enough. Watch his right arm. You see how he balled up his fist and came around and shot that arm around? He was looking to punch that ball out. He was mad. He was mad because he was on all fours. He knew he had Derrick Henry for a short gain. He was looking to make up for that with a forced fumble. Either way, he still wrapped up with his left arm while punching from behind. Henry got lucky. That ball came up higher than what that fist did at the last second, and it kept him from having that ball punched out. Otherwise, Khari Willis would have had himself a forced fumble. But the whole idea of this is the fact Khari right here, once this double team on Hunt gets put down, he trips over Hunt's legs, gets up. Just watch. No quit at all from Willis. Comes down, boom. Great effort by Khari Willis. Now on this play, it's week 4 against the Raiders, and Khari Willis is playing in an unusual position. As you can see, he's playing free safety. Clayton Gathers is over here at the strong safety position. Now, under normal circumstances, his job is to watch the quarterback. But that's not his job right here. His job this time is to watch this receiver. You would think that this guy would be on this receiver, but he's not. This guy is coming up here because his job is one of these running backs. So let's watch how this play turns out. Boom! Great play. I think that was a tackle for a loss, don't you? I believe that was a tackle for a loss. Now, the reason why this guy is out here, it's called disguise. Okay? At this point, Carr doesn't know that he is in on a blitz. And that Willis is actually the one guy covering the receiver. And because of that, watch what happens. It's this beautiful play recognition. Beautiful play recognition. Now, at the snap, immediately. Let's go back a little. Here's the snap. Looks like he's... Now, everybody's coming off the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we got a run going this way, right? But if you look, you got an offensive lineman already turning to come out this way. You got this wide receiver. He took a hop back. This is a wide receiver screen. Recognized immediately because the wide receiver did not jump off the line of scrimmage. Because of this, instantaneous play recognition by Khari Willis. Because of instantaneous play recognition, he begins to sprint towards that receiver. See him? Long strides, taking those sprints. Now, why is he trying? Obviously, he's got to make up the distance. I mean, he was 12 yards off the line of scrimmage. He's got to try to close the distance so that it's harder for that receiver to make him miss in the open field. He wants to get there as the ball gets there to make an easier tackle for himself. But not just that. On a wide receiver screen, you know on all screens what happens. You have offensive linemen that are pulled off the line to go out and block. What we have here, we got two linemen right now sprinting out here to try to make a block. This guy's going to try to block him. He's going to come out here and try to block Willis. But Willis has already recognized it so quick and reacted to it so fast that this lineman here has absolutely no chance. None. Look at that. Completely no chance. Willis takes a wide arm on that receiver. See how he slows down, spreads out them arms, gets a hold of that leg, wraps, twists, gets the other arm on the other leg. He goes down. Great tackle for a loss on the play. Beautifully done by Khari Willis. The fact that he recognized and reacted so quickly is the reason why he was able to get past this offensive lineman and make this tackle for a loss. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Now, later on in the game, Willis is back at his regular position, at the strong safety position. But look who's sitting here at free safety. That's Clayton Gathers. That's not Malik Hooker. It's kind of an odd situation. You got two strong safeties on the field at the same time, and yet you got four receivers out here for Oakland. This is a quandary for me, defensive call-wise, by Matt Eberflus, but I'm not going to get into that right now too much. What I am going to get into is that this is a very, very good play by Khari Willis, making a break on a pass while in the air. He plays the free safety position from the strong safety position, sitting back, watching the eyes of the quarterback, breaking, reacting to the pass, and making a play while it's in front of him. Let's watch this and see how it happens. There we go. Carr looks over the defense, sees a hole over the middle of the field. All right. There's the throw. Oh, beautifully done. Oh, my. Great play. Great play by Carr. All right. So, it was actually a really good play by Carr. What we got right here is he's going to try to throw this football right over here, right behind the defender. Under normal circumstances, this is a reception. Willis makes a beautiful play. He recognizes the throw immediately and begins his cut on a perfect angle. while the ball is in the air, instead of playing the defender, he's playing the ball here. This is an amazing. Look at that. He jumps up and attacks the football in front of the receiver. Watch this. Look, watch his arms. He jumps up and reaches out in front of the receiver to make a play. He legitimately should have had an interception here. Either way, he still knocks the ball out. Beautifully. Oh, Willis is so upset he doesn't have the football. So upset. But he still broke the pass up. Under normal circumstances, that is a catch. And any normal, everyday, strong safety would not have made this play. This is a well-placed ball right over the defender, because the defender's back. See, he's jumping up to get the football. Had Willis not made that break, had he not recognized where that ball was going, there was no way. Remember what I talked about on the last one. Play recognition and instantaneous reaction to that play recognition. That's what we saw here. And he jumps up, makes the play on the ball while it's in the air. Great play by Khari Willis, saving what could have been a 35-yard pass downfield, and instead it's just a loss of downs. On this play, we again see Khari Willis with good play recognition, great run support, and this time pursuit angle. His pursuit angle of attack allows him to make a play where he needs to make this play. Let's watch. We got Khari over here playing free safety. Hooker's out of this game. You obviously know who we're playing against because everybody was excited about this game. It was the win over the Kansas City Chiefs, Week 5. Let's watch this. Yes, that's Odom over here. That's Khari. No Gaithers, no Hooker. A lot of injuries on the defense secondary in this game. But yet the Chiefs always want to talk about how much injuries they had offensively. The Colts had matched them in injuries on the secondary. Good play. There comes Wilt. Boom. Tackled right there. Now we're going to let this actually play through to the other angle because you're going to be able to see it a whole lot better. There's Willis. There's Mahomes setting up everybody. There's Willis coming right up. Boom. Bam. Great tackle. Now, I'm going to show you angle of attack. Right? This right here is what actually helps him make this play. He recognizes it's a run. He sees the handoff. As soon as... There he is. There's the ball. He puts it out. He's already attacking. The ball ain't even in his hands yet, but he sees everybody blocking. Wide receivers are blocking. The tight ends are blocking. This is definitely a run. That's why he's taking off ahead of time. He sees the hole. He sees where these offensive linemen, they're trying to plow a hole right here. And since the running back is on this side, what Willis is going to want to do, if you watch slowly, is he's going to take a wide berth. He's going to come in and make sure that he pins this running back. See how he kind of leaned out a little bit right here? He's all the way out here. Why is he not right up on this line? He's trying, since the running back's coming this way, he's going to try to make him squeeze behind this offensive lineman. Make it a lot easier for him to tackle him. A lot easier. And he does so. Pins him up against that whole wash right there. And then everybody falls down on top of the running back. It was a beautiful play. At full speed, from the top angle, it is gorgeous. Just watch. Watch this play recognition, reaction. And his angle of attack is just gorgeous. Boom. Down. Willis is a true strong safety. Even though he's playing free safety here, he plays this like a strong safety. And did you notice, again, he went low. He hit with his pads on the legs and wrapped with his arms. That's, like I said, that's how a safety needs to tackle your tight ends and your running backs. And again, he showed textbook tackling right there. Now, as many of you know, I generally like to keep the last clip for things that players need to work on, things they don't do very well. And on this play, it is very, very evident that Khari Willis should not be covering any receiver or wide receiver one-on-one. He does a fantastic job playing zone, keeping things in front of him. But when they're playing, he should never cover a wide receiver or a receiving tight end man-to-man, because he does not react well to double moves. Any kind of a double move, he gets lost immediately. Let's go ahead and watch this play come out. He is right here playing Malik Hooker's position, as we talked about earlier. Odom's up here. He's covering Travis Kelce. One of the best receiving tight ends in football. And you would think, that he would be a pretty good matchup for him. But he's a strong safety. Let's watch. Ew. Oh my. Dear Lord. I'll tell you what. Willis is really, really lucky that Patrick Mahomes was not looking at Kelce at that point in time, because that was an easy completion for a first down had he recognized what happened. Did you see the move? Kelce just put a very, very simple move on him. It's a simple in route. Right there. You see that? Very simple. He cuts out and then back in. He watches, cuts in, and he loses him completely. Now, he's got so much room here. Look at that. He spun Willis completely around. Spun him completely around because he's not a man-to-man guy. That's not what he does. And because he's not a man-to-man guy, things like that happen. Kelce needs to be covered by a corner or a free safety that can cover man-to-man. Now, I'll tell you what, our pick, this safety that we just got this draft, he can cover man-to-man. All right? So I'm fully expecting that's what he's picked for, to be able to cover receiving tight ends man-to-man coverage. Because in situations like this, these receiving tight ends are eating the NFL alive right now. You got guys like Kittle and Gronk and Kelce and Ertz and all these receiving tight ends. They're hard to match up. You need a safety. You need a good safety who could play, who has cornerback skills. And that's why the Colts picked their new guy up this past season in the draft. Willis should not be covering anyone man-to-man. Maybe a running back. I could see him covering running backs or blocking tight ends because they don't have the skill sets that receiving tight ends and wide receivers have. But other than that, Willis is one of the best box safeties the Colts have had, from what I can tell, since Bob Sanders. A lot of people used to think that Clayton Geathers was kind of similar, but Clayton Geathers couldn't play zone coverage very well, let alone man-to-man. At least Willis can play zone and make breaks on the football very well. He's still lacking in man-to-man, but he's got the speed and agility to do it. He just needs to be taught this over time. Thank you for joining this Bring the Juice podcast film room breakdown of Khari Willis. And until next time, as usual, have a good one.